Yo, what's up? I'm Caleborate and I'm here at Thizzler.com. So the tour was cool. The tour was like grinded out, you know, 5 guys in a Kia just mobbing up the West Coast. It was cool, man. It was a learning experience. Like, it was a great tour, but what I took, you know, mostly from it was just, you know, learning how to take the artistry out on the road, connect with the fans, and do the shows, you know. It was a lot of intimate crowds, which was good. Some shows were big. The Santa Cruz show was pretty lit. The SF show was lit. The SF show was actually really lit. But the ones where we started getting further away from home, Portland, Washington, those were the ones where we really had to take care of that intimate fan base. And it was fun. It was also one of the best parts was seeing other parts of the world, you know, seeing the Northwest and Seattle. And I was like smoking weed in Seattle, sitting, looking at the water and that mountain, Mount Rainier, eating good food. I ate like some clam chowder out there. It was like fresh. It was really good. You know, it was cool to just like travel and stuff. But for the most part, what I took from it was just learning, you know. Real Person is like, it's like the project that I feel like I've been building for a while to make, not in the sense that it's, yo, this is the best shit, everything is there. More so in the sense that like, okay, I think I've kind of figured it out. You know what I mean? In terms of, you know, where I'm at in life right now, I'm 24. So it's kind of like, I look at it like I'm trying to go to the pros with this, you know what I mean? This might be my rookie season, but I'm definitely trying to play in the pros. I feel like everything that I've done up to this point has been a lot of understanding and growing and just learning, and not only as an artist, but as a person. So when this project, when the name came about, it even came about in such a unique way, in such an honest way. I was in New York in a bodega, and I met a dude who was a homie. I still follow him on Instagram. I have lots of digital friends. But we met in the bodega, and my Instagram didn't have a picture on it. And I was like, oh, don't worry, though, I'm a real person, don't worry. And then I was like, that's kind of tight. And then walking back from the bodega, I put that in my bio, and I was like, let me just let that sit for a while, see how that feels. And then I was like, yo, what better name for a project than something you actually thought of, you know, actually out and living. The content is very real. Like I said, everything just, it kind of came together. It's almost like that thing that I've been working. You know, when something is, they say when something is like, when you do something right, it comes like naturally, it comes easily, you don't have to force much. And this project wasn't very forced. It came very naturally. It was like the songs flowed very naturally. I wrote so much. I had so much to write about, you know. And even my life sort of put me in a, like my life, I was sort of put in a, like kind of isolated for a little bit. Just no more school, I wasn't working anymore, I was just a rapper, and I was trying to get it off the ground. The best thing about that is it leaves you with a lot of time, like a lot of free time to just rap. So while I didn't have a lot of money, I had a lot of time to write and a lot of time to get in touch with who I was and things going on. And, you know, it was really like this, just this opening, man. It was just like, I don't know, it's sort of like just everything just came, I can't even explain it. I didn't try to do anything on this project. I just wrote. Just living your truth, being unapologetically yourself. Something that Nick and I had started saying almost like a year ago. Didn't know it would transition into the Real Person project, or that would be a whole thing. But saying that we're just gonna be unapologetically ourselves, something that we have been saying for like a year. And I think the times that we live in pushed us to be like that, because you don't know who you're supposed to be anymore. What can I fucking like? What can I like? What can I say? Can I like this rapper? Can I dislike this rapper? And it just gets too crazy. Twitter is like, it's nuts. There's a new viral tweet every day that says something that you fuck with, you shouldn't be fucking with it, and here's why. Or something that you haven't been fucking with, you need to be fucking with it, here's why. Or you're lame because you do that. And it's like, you know what? You start running out of twists and turns to make. Eventually you're just like, all right, goddamn. I am who I am. I don't know. I like this, and if you don't like that, I like it, fine. Fine, I just be like, fine, fuck it. You know, if it's just me and my little 14 people over here, it's like you see those memes where those guys are like, when you have that one faithful follower that just retweets everything you say, you gotta be cool with that. You gotta be cool to having your megaphone just talking to your one dude and be like, that's fine with me. We're on the same page. So just being a real person is just that, just being unapologetically yourself, being cool with just being on the page you on, living the way that you live, being who you are, and just rocking out, man. My dad's big. Ex-girlfriend who I was dating a while back, she was inspirational for a couple records. It's probably not the best thing to say, but it's the truth. My own self, my living situation, you know, my family. Big inspirations, they're really just the people that matter to me, that I care about, and the people who I love that love me back. Those are the, you know, inspirations, and a lot of people who I do it for. Pops is somebody that I talk about a lot, simply because our relationship, in a time where I may have needed it the most, it like went dead. So I had to do a lot of like learning and growing and existing in the world kind of alone, you know what I mean? So I talk about that a lot, because that would have been my go-to call, my go-to phone number to, you know, ring when I was having a problem, and just wasn't really there much, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn a lot of shit on my own, which was cool, that's good. Now I'm who I am, you know what I'm saying, which is good, so happened for a reason. Ever again that was not undoubtedly fire, and if it wasn't undoubtedly fire, I wasn't going to share it. Nick will tell you, I sent him a million verses. I would just write verses every day, or songs every day, and whereas before in my rap career, I was never confident enough to send someone a video or audio clip of a verse that I just wrote, because I'm like, it's probably not that good, or it's not that banging. But now, especially this year, from that point on, it's been like, these verses are too fire to keep on my phone. Like, if I die and I don't have something recorded of this verse, it's just gonna die. So I gotta record video or some of this. And it even got so bad to where, you know, I would push myself to write something that was so fire that I would just want to record it, like, and be like, even if I don't get to the studio, maybe I could just put this. That's how the Instagram videos of me rapping on the computer and stuff came about. Yo, I was just going like mad scientist, man. I was just mad scientist. I just kind of got tired of that feeling. And I also got tired of anyone being able to like say any, like I don't want anyone to have any more opinions, you know? I'm like, I want to drop 40 every night. I want to drop 40 and 10 every night. If I don't drop 40 and 10, I had a bad game. But if I drop 40 and 10 every night, no one can, it's impossible. You can't say anything. You can't say anything aside from that kid's great. You don't have to like me, you don't have to want to sign me or want me, anything like, but you can't say anything negative about my game. Anything, not a single word. And so now that's how I write. I write like you can't say a single negative thing about this verse or the song or the album. It's great, it's fire. I know it's fire. You know how I know it's fire? Because I didn't go to sleep until it was fire. I didn't work out until it was fire. I didn't open up the laptop and go to Pornhub until it was fire. I didn't do anything until I could not rest, until I was like, yo, this shit is banging.